Hey guys, how's it going? Ethan here from Culture Gaming here, bringing you another deck profile from the 2014 format. Today I'll be giving you guys a deck profile on Constellars. And I know something not fire and water, what's going on, this isn't you, but for me, I love this deck. It's one of the few light decks or different attribute decks that I just absolutely adore. I love the way it's designed, I love the way the deck plays, I love everything about this deck. I used to own it in dual terminal as well, full dual terminal, had it maxed. Really upset that I sold it because it's worth so much money now. Yeah, it's a massive L on my end, but it is what it is. We have the deck in OG rarity, and that's cool. It'll do the job, and if I ever come across a dual terminal version of this deck, yeah, I'll pick it up. If you guys have it and you're willing to sell it at a decent price, hey, I'll buy it. Going into the profile now, guys, so we've got 3 Sombre, the best card of the deck. You definitely want to be playing 3 of it, along with Chaos, an extremely important card as well. You can't play any less than 3. I don't know how to say this name, but this chick here, LGAD, I'm not even going to bother, but 3 of this. Some people play 2 of it. I can understand why. It's not the best of them, but I do just like the ability to spam with it, and yeah, it's just nice to have a lot of redundant copies of this effect. Speaking of Pollux, yeah, very solid card, extraordinarily important. 2 Sheridan, I see people running 1 of this, I see people running none of this. I don't think 3 is correct. I don't think running 1 or 0 is correct. It's not the worst. Like, it draws out a Veiler and maybe a Veiler, a Phoenix Chain or a Breakthrough Skill, but yeah, I don't know. I just like this as a decent turn 1 play. It does what it needs to do, and hey, if you have Chaos and this, you can make it a level 4 and it's good to go, no problems. For the one-off monsters, I am playing Thunder King, Honest, and Bear. I'm choosing to play the Bear. I think it's too good not to play. It's arguably card of the format. It's very, very strong. I'm not playing the Wolf Barks in this deck just because I don't feel you need it. It's a bit cloggy, it's a bit clunky. You could play 1 Wolf Bark and it's not the worst, but I just like to try my best to keep as little monsters as possible. Keep them searchable, keep them sort of, I guess, in the deck as much as possible, and you don't want to have a bunch of monsters in your hand. You want to see your traps and spells. Speaking of, Upstart Golem, a card not many people play, or it's in high contention. I think it's really good in this deck just because you're not OTKing your opponent, so there's no reason why you wouldn't want to play this card. Yes, I understand this deck might have a bit of reach issue where the extra 1,000 life points gives your opponent an extra turn to draw a card and maybe out your board, but you should be winning with the boards that you make, and this deck is quite all in sense of its control aspect. Like, the extra 1,000 points is not going to change anything. If you have a solid board, you're not going to get outed by 1 card or a combination of cards for the most part. Like, you may, and they use all their resources, but you have a way to also use your resources to come back, and this deck, it's not the best at top decking. However, cards like Sombre, for instance, are extraordinarily strong. So late game Sombres, if your opponent manages to equalize the game state, Sombre just takes that completely away from them and gets you back in it. So the point is, guys, 1,000 points doesn't matter, and running 37 cards is fine. Then we've got obviously triple Tenki, triple Forbidden Lance. I think playing 3 of this is very important. Again, another very strong card for the format, considering we're playing a bunch of we're in a format with a bunch of traps and there's no Heavy Storm or Giant Trune, this, that. So triple Lance is good, and just running over things is very important. I'm choosing to play a double MST. I like 2 MST, I just always have, that's just been me. But feel free to bump this up to 3 guys, considering what I just said before. Dark Hole and Reinforced in the Army. Not playing Book of Moon, don't see the point in it personally in this deck. It's good for dodging stuff, but yeah, I just feel you don't need it, especially with triple Lance. Onto the traps, you're playing 3 Finish Chain, incredible with Pleiades, double Mirror Force, double D Prison. Then for the one-off traps, I am still playing Solemn Warning. I think this card's too good not to play. Bottomless Trap Hole, it's all right, it's fine. And Torrential Tribute, also a very powerful card. Going into the extra deck, by all means, guys, build this extra deck however you want. You can add a few more level rank 5s. I choose to go with the rank 4s. Maybe I could swap them out, swap the ratios for something else. You know, by all means, leave your suggestions, but this is what I'm currently running with at the moment. So I'm playing 2 Omega, not playing 3. I think 2 is more than enough. Does what it needs to do. 2 Pleiades. I've always thought of running a 3rd. Kind of tempted to do it, not gonna lie, but 2's working out just fine for the time being. And then 2M7, you could run 3 of this, honestly. It's really strong, but yeah, I'm just running 2 for the time being. That's it for the Constellar. Exceeds, I'm not playing the other level 4, the battle one, rank 4. That is a decent one to consider as well. If you guys have it, by all means run it. I'm playing to choosing to play Paladinum. Though this card is very strong. I think most Constellar decks play this card anyway, so it's super good. Then the Crimson Blader and Volcasaurus, you can swap this out for the wind up blowing up set cards, by all means. I just like having a decent card that just is hard to deal with, and obviously Volcasaurus helps you get that extra reach. For the rank 4s, obviously you're playing 101, Exciton Knight, Gaga Cowboy, Diamond Direwolf, Abyss Dweller, and Black Ship Corn. You don't have to play Black Ship Corn, but I think it's kind of important just to out things like 101. And obviously it deals with Exciton Knight nicely because you just send it before going into battle. And yeah, guys, that's the deck. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. It helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll be bringing you guys some games of 2014 content at some point. I'm hosting a tournament, me and my team. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. All right, stay tuned and have a good one.